The woman in white. Edith died only 6 months later. I went to the funeral. Thank you for that lovely article you wrote, Ms. Vance said to me that day. She wasn't quite the same in those last few months. I'm just so glad you were able to speak with her before she started to go downhill. It was my pleasure, I replied. Edith was one of a kind. I glanced at the corpse in the casket, skin sallow, expression vacant, and didn't feel much of anything. So sorry for your loss, I lied. I couldn't yet empathize with what it must feel like to lose a mother. I wouldn't lose my own for another 2 years. My mom went the way you might expect if you've read this far, a deadly cocktail. She lay in bed for over 36 hours before I noticed something was unusual. I emailed my professors and told them I needed some time to handle everything. They were very understanding. Of course, journalism programs aren't exactly the most demanding on offer. I buried my mom. I spent months trying to sell the house. Eventually, I was told I should wait and that I could get more money when the market swung. I left my mom's room untouched, unentered, for almost a year. But a couple of weeks ago, I decided to sleep in there. I suppose I was looking for her mark. I found a mark, but it wasn't hers. It was Vernon Chadwick's. I slept in there again the next night. Again, the night after, and again and again and again. Chuck, my loyal, beautiful old dog, stayed far away each time. All told, the woman in white unalived 9 people in that room, that I know of, anyway. Each of them had been terrified. Each had known she was coming. It was on the 10th night that I finally witnessed my mother's death. She was conscious, had felt her heart slowing, speeding up, slowing again. She couldn't move. Her thoughts were fuzzy. She muttered my name. There was a brief moment of clarity, and with it came regret. She was so sad. And then she was gone. In my journalism classes, I've been told I always need to make my purpose in writing clear. Never leave a reader wondering why, they say. But when it comes to this story, I don't know why. Because it's mine, I guess. Sorry if that's disappointing. I'll leave you with this. Somewhere on this earth, there is a place that holds great meaning for you. Perhaps you would recognize this place if you saw it. Perhaps not. It might be somewhere familiar as your bedroom. It might be a place that has not even been built yet. Maybe it's in the shade of a giant elm tree, a hospital bed, a square of sidewalk, outside a pizza parlor, on the main street of your town. I'm speaking, of course, of the place where you will die. You don't know when, nobody does. But death will come for you, and when it does, it will find you at a specific point in space. Do you see it every day, not yet realizing what sort of place it is? The place where all your childhood memories, personality quirks, and hopes for the future will be extinguished, like a candle flame robbed of oxygen? Who knows, maybe you're there right now. You may not like it, but there is a place out there, just for you. It's one of the only sure things in this world. And that's not all. You might just leave something there when you go. A mark. So delicate, yet so indelible, that someone not yet born might feel a chill down their spine as they pass by years or even decades later. I would know. My home is one of these special places, and there are so many marks here that it makes me want to scream.